Hi, this is BB, and I've been thinking about this whole gang stalking thing, and the fact that some of us are seeing these people. Maybe not in every group, um, but at least some of them. It feels to me like I'm being assaulted. I actually did that to one of them. Right in my own home, in my mind, that is. I stood in front of her, and I had poo-poo in my hand. Shit. There was no shit in my real hand. And she looked away, because I was going like this, right? And I said to her, "Does that feel good to you? Do you see what I'm saying? Does that feel real?" And she just nodded. I was wide awake when I was doing it. I've tried to. Somebody told me back in 2012, I believe, or 13, that I have a habit of defecating on my head. It was a friend of mine named Connie, but she was my employer briefly. And she told me that. She said, "You have a habit of defecating on your head." I didn't understand what it meant until now. They're literally defecating in. I'm sure they're doing that. Because when I turn from side to side, I can smell poo poo. Just step out the shower. Unless there's blobs of poop that's coming down with the water. That's suspect as well. And I've tried different things. I've tried to hang my scrotum, my imaginary scrotum that's hanging down from my shorts. I do it to myself, of course. I try to laugh. I try. Back in 2022, whenever I tried to pray, lewd acts of violence, because you could see them, were performed on me, just to stop me from praying. Now it seems they want prayers on demand. Why aren't you praying? Why aren't you releasing, letting go? Did I tell you that I was doing some releasing tapes on another channel I have? There's nothing on there now, but I was doing that. I made 52 or 53 of them within a few months. They're not long, 10 to 15 minutes. They're all gone. They're all gone. They all disappeared. It's a different account, different channel attached to the account, just for that purpose. I was going to use that to work. One thing I've noticed, and you may notice that, is that if they're attacking you, and they're able to get stuff in your body, like in your water, your food, or climbing in your home when you don't know, you'll find that every time you have to do something that's work related, or something that's important to improve your finances, or something that's anything that's meaningful or worth something to you, you're gonna feel like you're drunk. You're gonna start like you just slow down and you're going like this. I don't know how they're doing it. Like I said before, when certain parts of the brain is associated with smells, taste, touch, sight, vision, imagery, memories. So whatever they have is just getting to parts of these areas of yours. Heaven forbid they're on the brain itself. Heaven forbid that they're on the brain itself. I don't know how they're doing this. If it's a beam, a laser, an invisible laser, because they do have them, right? Like surgery, eye surgery has lasers. Might be laser on me all day long and I can't feel it because I do get stung a lot with electricity. Could be just a fucking laser. I've got stung in my eye, on my face, on my legs. I've got stung lots and lots of time. That's one of their favorites, is to sting you with laser or electricity, to keep you guessing what it is. So with that being said, I don't know where the releasing went, and I'm seeing them, kind of. My mind's eye, I'm seeing them. Now, whatever these chips are, if there is a chip, because I don't have anything here. I don't have a Game Boy. I don't have a PlayStation. I don't have an Xbox. I don't have these things. I'm not into gaming. I never was, and I probably will never have one now. Don't have any. I got one 500 um, gigabytes desktop that's on the fritz. I've had it for about a year and a half to 2 years. Well, about a year and a half, and it's on the fritz. I've got a laptop that's 128 gigabytes, or 200, I think, and 8 gigs of memory. The computer, at least, is on the fritz because sometimes it's not booting up properly. It has 16 gigs of RAM, and that's on the fritz. So I can't, there's nothing attached to where you could say, well, I'm being, attached to something. I don't have any wires, anything. I don't have that. So if there's a transmitter in your brain or part of your neck somewhere or in some parts of your body, there's got to be something that's giving off signal and receiving images. There's got to be something that's giving off and receiving. Because I can hear them, they're not here. If I leave my cell phone and I go in the back of the yard, it's a big yard, and I know I'm going to hear them. Somebody else is there with me, I'm going to hear them, the person is not going to hear them. Is there something in my ear that's picking up whatever? I don't know. I don't know how they're doing it. I have no idea. And I don't think I really want to know either. So, whatever it is, it's like the perfect crime. The perfect crime. It's just to terrorize someone, because I don't think they can rape someone this way unless they're literally coming in their home, and that's the thing, that they are doing that. There's one way of just terrorizing them, and the next way is that that's not enough, they're breaking your home. If this goes to court, and it probably will, the judge will see it the same way. Understand that. They'll see it the same way. Because if you can do this and this, what's going to happen when the urge arises for more? For more than just that. What are you going to do then? It's like they say, parents, when you smoke weed, that's on your way to using cocaine and crack. It's the same thing here. It's a company they hang with because they're going to want to try more and more and more. Just experimental, and then they get hooked. It's the same thing with these people. 4 years will tell you 4 years that something else is going on. It's not just imagery. My body says something else. My body says something else. And they want more. What's going to happen? Because they're not going to be satisfied with just doing these basic shit where they come in your head and suckling you and doing other things to you and all that. They're going to want more. They probably did it before just to scare you and get people to leave their home, buying homes at a cheaper cost, something at all. I don't know if they scared my dad. I'm not sure. I'm not sure they scared them. But this is too much cruelty to have at one's disposal or one's use. We are imperfect. Some people wouldn't touch it. Some people wouldn't want to go near this bag of tools. Some people would wholeheartedly dig in and try to get even. Where do you stop at getting even? Where do they stop at getting even? Where? But the person is dead? Or if they want a house of their choosing, they could terrorize the whole fucking neighborhood. The property value will drop. And then they buy it. And then they'll buy it. So, it's like, to me, the perfect criminal activity, the perfect set of tools for them. I don't know, what are your thoughts on this? My nose is burning. Like, it's my hands are dry. I know when somebody comes in here, my hands go like they're dry, literally dry, 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 because the dryness is coming from the inside. Dry, dry, dry. But regardless of that, what are your thoughts on this? Because we have to dissect this piece by piece until we get a solution. And some of us will have to bite the bullet because a lot of us are afraid that they might have done something in their past. Some went to prison, some for it, some went to jail, some have done things they don't want people to know. It's gonna happen, folks. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So be prepared for that. If you can help in some way, help. These people want to kill you. They want to harm you. They want to leave you broken. But we have to dissect this to get it to stop. There are people out there who can help, who can even the playing field, because they probably have a similar bag of tools, but they want money. I can't afford it. And I know many of you can't afford it either. We have to dissect this. Help me to dissect this piece by piece by piece. Don't get offended, but don't go off in a corner trying to be the biggest TI. That's not going to help. This is not a competition. I'm not here to compete with you. Just please, let's find a solution for this. We have to. Like your life depended on it, because it does. And everybody you love, including your kids. They don't have anybody to protect them. And if they're coming after us, I don't have any, but I'm just saying, who's to stop them?